Я прошла встречу кавера, там одну концовку получила. Возможно, я сейчас я еще одну дозакончу концовку и вам покажу, что и как. Ага, мы в зоне. Это воно. Это, по идее, воно. Нет. В смысле? А, вот так вот.
Oh, I didn't expect.
I was up last night preparing for the lecture, but I ended up getting so excited that I couldn't fall asleep. Here, I've prepared...
Lesson plan. But the training center has already developed its own set of teaching materials. Instead of using your own plan, you can just use what we have. Sure, be my guest. It's almost time for the lecture to start. Feel free to head in and...
Huh. So you've already developed your own set of teaching materials. Seems like I won't need the stuff. There's something else I want to ask, though.
No need to stress. There are only 20 people. There are 14 classes at my training center. Out of all of them, the first class has the best grades.
20 people, huh? All right.
Oh, and one last thing. In the interest of keeping a quiet learning space, I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait outside.
Sorry about that.
Hey there. Can I help you? Oh, well, Kami? You mean that rich guy who's been making... I heard he earned a fortune working as a renowned architect. Now he's open... if the tuition wasn't sky high, I...
Did you hear? Alkami recruited Kaveh to be an instructor.
I bet that'll boost his enrollment numbers.
Really makes you jealous, eh? If you think about it, Alkami was never that talented himself.
That's true, but you've got to admit, his advertisements are really effective. After all, the academia only admits those that can pass. For those who can't pass the exam, or who just want to jump straight into the industry, the training center is the best bang for the Mora.
Man, to have that kind of business acumen.
All right, everyone. There's no... Class is over, so we can just chat for a bit. I shouldn't have lost my temper during the lecture. Did I scare anybody?
No, you weren't scary at all, Mr. Kaveh.
Oh, don't get me started. I was trying to use Alkami's materials, so I flipped through some pages. Alkami may fool an amateur, but he can't fool anyone who's active in our profession. The materials he made, in my opinion, the most important skill of an architect is their ability to craft a design. In other words, there are tens of thousands of buildings in the world, as well as a countless number of architectural styles. The architects who can critically evaluate the quality and fit of different designs are those who can come up. All these students are doing in class is rote memorization of existing designs. They are learning nothing about the How can they expect to become real architects? When they're done with this class, all they'll become are dilettantes with a...
But Mr. Kaveh, we didn't really understand anything you said after you threw away the materials. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like we're looking to make some works.
You're studying architecture to make
Yeah. Why else would... My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alkami. What?
Huh. In that case, I'm afraid you'll probably be disappointed. The reality is that the work of an architect is very difficult.
But how? Mr. Alkami just told us last night that he also said that as long as we graduate from his class, waves upon waves, it won't be long before I can put these...
Come on.
But Mr. Alkami is...
You... It's pointless trying to argue this with you right now. You've already filled... Let's go, Traveler. Let's hear about Alkami's...
Такс.
What's wrong, Kave? You look quite flustered. Were the students not astute enough for your liking? I must implore you to go a bit easier on them. After...
Yeah, I'm mad at them. But I'm even more upset that you're scamming people under the... The students are all here hoping for a quick way to make money. But we both know that an architect's life is hard and exhausting. Just a little while ago, if your client is unhappy, you can't break ground. And the longer a project goes, the longer it takes for you to get paid in full. What's worse, if your client disappears in the middle of a project, good luck. You know all of this just as well as I do.
Look, Kave, you may be the light of Kashara. You may deny it all you want. But it's a fact that in today's Sumeru, our clients care very little for the effort we pour into our designs. Why should we cling on to a profession that's difficult and unrewarding? If the field is dying, if it's near impossible to make money as an architect, then why not just establish a
Wait, how does that make any sense? Aren't you just leading them into the same trap?
We are already stuck, my friend. The more people we can lead into this pit and stack as padding beneath our feet, the more comfortable our life. That's right. Making money as an architect is slow and agonizing. None of the students will ever know, however. In their eyes, the more students I get,
And then what? Once they graduate, they'll still find out the truth about architecture and struggle to stay afloat amid all the problems we already talked about. When that happens, your facade will pop like a soap bubble. No one will believe you anymore.
Ah, but that's just one way to look at the problem. Oh, and also, I never actually promised that they would achieve financial freedom as long as they become architects. I did was nudge them towards that belief. I'm not even scared if they do.
You...
Хорошо,
How can
потом
you sleep at
поясню.
night knowing that you're... I can't believe that I once saw you as a decent human being.
And the same goes to you. How many years has it been since you graduated from the academia? Only fools will see art as revered and sacred. I urge you to think about what I've said. Offloading your pain onto others as the light of the Ksharawa. You've accumulated plenty of fame. Think it over, Kave. I still believe our
I'm so mad, I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing... Of course. I'm sure you've realized that as long as I remained at this center, he would be able to use my name to advertise this place. He is right about one thing, though. These kinds of training centers are everywhere. And the most that they could accuse him of is false advertising. Even that would be hard to prove.